Hello everyone, my name is Joey here for DFB, and today we're taking a look at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's right, the party has officially started. DFB was there just a couple of days ago, checking out all the cool events and eating a bunch of the food, and we wanted to share all of it with you. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here with a little bit of general info about the party and about some of the events. Now, first thing you need to know is that this is a ticketed event in the Magic Kingdom. During the event hours, only guests who purchased Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will be allowed in the Magic Kingdom. It runs on select nights from November 9th to December 22nd, and ticket prices can vary based on the date, but if you're paying in advance, or if you're an annual pass holder or a Disney Vacation Club member, you can receive a discount. The official party hours are 7 p.m. to 12 a.m., but with an event ticket, you can enter the Magic Kingdom starting at 4 p.m. Now, you can make Fast Pass reservations with your event ticket only between 4 and 6:30 p.m. There are no Fast Passes available during the actual party, so you want to try to get there as early as possible to get a lay of the land, figure out your party priorities, maybe grab something to eat, or, get on a ride or two before the party actually starts. Now, the first event is the Frozen Holiday Wish. This acts as the official start of the party. It runs at 6:15 p.m. and 8:15 p.m. And this is basically a castle stage show starring Elsa and Anna, where you can watch Elsa light up the castle as a gift to guests in attendance. And be sure to keep an eye out for some other Frozen favorites, including Olaf and Kristoff, that also make appearances. Next up, and this is a really big one, is the Once Upon a Time Christmas Time Parade. It runs twice during the party, once at 8:30 p.m. and again at 11 p.m. And this one is really a guest favorite. It's a mixture of nostalgia and magic with some new characters as well. They've got unique floats, they've got appearances from favorites including Olaf, Anna, Elsa, Pooh, Mickey, Minnie, and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, some of the other special Christmas characters include the beloved gingerbread men, the marching toy soldiers, and the parade finishes off with Santa arriving in his sleigh. For this one, there are many great viewing areas, but a guest favorite is Main Street USA for its nostalgic factor, plus the snowfall. And we also want to talk about Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. This is another castle stage show running at various times. It runs at 7:40 p.m., 9:25 p.m., 10:30 p.m., and 11:55 p.m. Basically, the story behind the show is that Mickey's getting ready to host a big celebration for the holidays, and lots of his famous character friends stop by. There's a lot of holiday music and classic characters including Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Donald, and Goofy, and other character appearances include Snow White, Alice, and even the White Rabbit. Now, another one we wanted to talk about are the character meet and greets, where you can meet over 15 characters during the party, and all characters are going to be dressed accordingly for Christmas time. These are unique meet and greet experiences with characters including the Seven Dwarfs, Scrooge McDuck, Jack Skellington dressed up as Santa Claus, Snow White and her prince, and even Santa Claus. Now, some of these lines, especially for the rarer characters like Jack Skellington, can get crazy long, so you want to try to plan accordingly and try to prioritize to get there early. The locations for these are going to be in the guides that are handed out upon entering, and you can always ask a cast member. They should have all the locations and the set times handy. Now, who can forget the Holiday Wishes fireworks? This is a nighttime fireworks show at 10 p.m. It's got a mixture of incredible fireworks matched along to classic Christmas songs. It's narrated by Jiminy Cricket, and this one is always one of the highlights of the evening. The crowds are probably going to be crazy here, but a spot on the main street is going to be your best location. We also want to give a quick mention to the Totally Tomorrowland Christmas Show and Voice Play, which are two Rocket Tower Plaza stage shows that happen in Tomorrowland. Make sure to check your Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party map for the times. And finally, we want to give a mention to the Main Street Snowfall, where basically you can just watch it snow on Main Street USA before both parades and at the end of the party. So now that we've talked about the events, let's get into the eats. They've got some all-day eats that are basically just treats that are available all day long at the counter service locations around the park. First up, we've got the Mickey Cinnamon Bun with Christmas icing, which is really similar to the Spider Mickey Cinnamon Bun they had for the Halloween season. It's really good, it's totally big enough to share, and this one's got a little more icing and a white chocolate snowflake. We also wanted to mention the peppermint cupcake, which was absolutely killer. It's a red velvet cupcake with a cream cheese frosting. It's filled with a peppermint mousse filling, and it's topped with a piece of peppermint bark. We gotta say, of all the other treats available, this one was really standout. And if you're a peppermint fan, you'll want to head to the Main Street Plaza Ice Cream Parlor to grab this peppermint ice cream sundae. It's a mint chocolate chip sundae with a sprinkle of candy cane on top. It's probably not the most exciting treat this year, but it's definitely really yummy. And we've also got the Holiday Wishes Dessert Party. This is an additional ticketed fireworks viewing event. It's available on select nights, and basically you can choose from 2 packages. There's one at Tomorrowland Terrace, and then there's the Plaza Garden View package. Now, with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, who can forget about the complimentary cookies and drinks throughout the park? These are stations that are set up all over the park. Each station offers a certain type of cookie and beverage, and you want to be kind of smart about the lines and the wait times here. If you see a station that has a crazy line, there might be another location that isn't quite as crowded. The locations this year are going to be Tortuga Tavern for the snow cone and snowman soft pretzels. The ticket office in Liberty Square is going to have eggnog and ginger molasses cookies. Friar's Nook is going to have silky smooth Dove chocolate and sparkling apple cider. Pete's Silly Sideshow Storybook Circus in Fantasyland is going to have Nesquik chocolate milk and peppermint crunch cookies. Pinocchio Village House is going to have hot chocolate, apple cider, and a variety of cookies. Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies in Tomorrowland is going to have Santa Claus cookies and snow cones. And then at Cosmic Rays Cafe, they're going to have hot chocolate and snickerdoodle cookies. Now, some alternative cookies include the Enjoy Life gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, apple slices, and juice. And finally, let's talk about some of the party-exclusive treats. Now, along with the complimentary cookie and drink stations, a few locations also offer treats that are just exclusive to the party. Just a heads up, these are not complimentary, so you are going to have to pay for these, but we're going to go through them one by one here. First up at Sleepy Hollow, they've got the Red Velvet Mickey Waffles. These are served with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, caramel sauce, and sprinkles, and they were actually pretty good. The flavor was really chocolatey, and they tasted great with the ice cream. Now also, if you're a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, they've got the Sandy Claus Cake Push Pop. You might remember that we weren't the biggest fans of the Jack Skellington Push Pop from Halloween that looked pretty similar to this one, but the Sandy Claus version was much more enjoyable. It's comprised of orange vanilla cake, cranberry cherry mousse, white crispy pearls, cream cheese buttercream, and holiday sprinkles. Now, the fruity mousse was not at all like the panna cotta of the Halloween version, and the buttercream on top was pretty yummy. So overall, we'd say this one's a winner. Now, at Main Street Bakery and Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, they've got specialty gluten-free Yule logs. At Main Street Bakery, it's a flourless chocolate cake for the base, with a triangular log of raspberry mousse, white chocolate mousse, and cassis pâté de fruit, which is basically like a sleeve of jellied fruit. So if you're a Yule log purist, it might be best to approach this one with the mindset that this isn't so much a Yule log as it is like a spin on a Yule log. But at Pecos Bill's, the Yule log looks a little more traditional. It's got the same base of a flourless chocolate cake, a swirl of chocolate mousse and chocolate ganache, and a Chip 'n Dale and Donald Duck white chocolate piece. The exterior has a classic Yule log look with ribbed chocolate to mimic bark, and a nice knob of marshmallow and chocolate for a stump. And the white chocolate character piece, it's colorful, it's fun, it's really cool. Now, like I said, this Yule log is a little more traditional with all the chocolate and rolled cake and mousse, but just a warning, this one is insanely chocolatey. If you're anything short of a die-hard chocolate lover, you might want to skip this one. Now, at Main Street Bakery, they also have a Holiday Wish cupcake with buttercream icing and snowflake sprinkles. At Gaston's Tavern, they have the Enchanted Bell dessert, which is another gluten-free option. Lots of gluten-free options this year. We love it. Now, inside the dome is a flourless chocolate cake and white chocolate peppermint mousse. And these simple flavors, really, they should have worked together, but while it wasn't too pepperminty, it kind of left behind a really weird aftertaste. This one it's a little weird. It's a skip for us, unfortunately. And finally, at Storybook Treats, they have the eggnog custard dessert. This one is simple enough. It's an eggnog custard topped with spiced chocolate cake and a meringue. And, okay, let's talk for a minute. This one was just The supposed eggnog custard here was a little flavorless, and the meringue was really similar to like whipped cream instead of meringue. Just overall, it wasn't that great. We would totally skip this one. Now, moving on, we want to talk about the table service restaurants. Now, not all service locations stay open for the party, and if you're looking for a sit-down meal, you can make reservations at Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, or Crystal Palace. And the reservation times will go up until 9:30, but you want to go as early as possible to not take up your valuable time during the party. And finally, let's take a look at the merchandise. Just like with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, there is quite a bit of specialty merchandise to be had around some of the shops. This is stuff that you can only get during the event. Some of it is limited edition, so if you're a collector, be sure to keep an eye out. There are some pretty cool holiday-themed shirts, and not all of them are that traditional red and green color. And there's also a limited edition magic band you can pick up, which they only printed 3,000 of these, so get them while you can. And then there are pass holder only party shirts and like a bajillion pins, so if you're a collector, get that wallet ready. If you're looking for merch specific to the party, be sure to check out the Emporium for shirts and magic bands, and Big Top Souvenirs for pins. The exact location of the items will be listed in your guide, so be sure to give that a look. But that's just about it for this one. We had a crazy amount of fun at the party this year, and we hope you will too. Now don't forget, if you want to know everything, and I do mean everything, that there is to know about holidays in Walt Disney World, be sure to check out the DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Holidays. It's got over 300 pages of information about events, the foods, information about how to deal with the crowds, and just in general, how to have the most enjoyable holiday experience you can in Walt Disney World. Be sure to click the link at the top of the screen, or check the link in the description below for more information. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on this video. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel for more videos about all things Disney dining. And be sure to leave us a comment. What are you looking forward to the most for your holiday trip to Disney this year? We want to know, so be sure to drop us a line to let us know about some of your favorites. Now, once again, for DFB, my name's Joey, and we'll see you real soon.